What is good? What is good? What's up, everybody? We are back with it. You know what it is, man. JC Cowboys Network. I'm with my man, Big Rob. We in the building. What's up, y'all? What is going on? We had some technical difficulties, but we are here. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Much love to y'all. Happy Friday to everybody, man. What is good? What is good? Jazz, what's going on? Shout out to my man, Captain Rob. What is going on, bro? What's good?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, long Friday, long week, but we back at it talking Cowboys. Let's go. Got a lot to say tonight. I like the
Hey,
impromptu Friday stream, right? Appreciate you having me back on.
he kind of breaking up. That's the reason why we had a holdout for his connection going bad. That's what it is. That's why it was a little wait. I hope he can come back, but hopefully you good, bro. I
Yeah,
don't know. You kind of blanking out a little bit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about my technical difficulties right now. I'm trying. Um,
Yeah.
we're gonna do what we gotta do.
If not, try to we can chop it up anyway, man. We just gotta have a good show. That's what it's all about, man. It's so much stuff to talk about today. It's so much stuff to talk about today, man. Happy Friday to everybody. Hoodlum, what it do? He said the Wi-Fi monster got him. Yes, the Wi-Fi monster is something else. But you know, I got good Wi-Fi over here, man. JC Cowboys Network with my man Captain Rob. It's all good. It is all good. What's up? What's up? Andre Turner, what's going on, man? Shout out to you. What is good? What is good? All right, so. This what we gotta talk about today, guys. This is what we gotta talk about today. Let me chop this up real quick. There it is right there. There it is right there. Bobby Wagner is released. Is released, man. He signed a 5-year deal, 55-year deal, $50 million and 20 million guaranteed. He was a second team all-pro. He had 140 tackles and a career high 6 sacks, 2 interceptions, 5 passes defended, and he started all 17 games, which is key. Okay. Pro Football Focus, who I really look at pro football. I got a lot of faith in how they do things. You know what I'm saying? They had him rated at the 90 at a 90-point rating, and that was the best linebacker in the league this past year. In the last 11 years, okay, this man has had over 100 tackles in every single season. What y'all think, man? What do y'all think? If we get a player like him, it can change everything. And I like LVE. Don't get me wrong. I do like LVE. He did pretty good coming into this season. We all know that when you plan on that last year of the deal, guys tend to usually step up and go out there and do work. But with a guy like by having a guy like Bobby Wagner, this guy can be able to change the game. And this might be the dog that we need. What you think about it, Rob?
So, Bobby. How old is Bobby?
Bobby's like 32, I think. He's
30.
32,
Bobby's
bro. He's 32.
30 old. He's obviously still balling, right? When we were up to get him last year, right? When
Mm-hmm.
all the hype and all the media was about to get him last year, I was all about it, right? Well, so all right, no. I'm gonna take that back. Half of me was about it, right? Half of me was like, yo, putting another linebacker back there with LV with Micah going down the defensive end. That's a big addition for us, right? But then
Mm-hmm.
half of me was like, do I want a 31-year-old on a 5-year contract for
Yeah,
$50 million?
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do I want that? But he can still ball. He can still ball, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now, fast
Mm-hmm.
forward 1 year later.
He breaking up again. He breaking up. You gotta be patient with him. My man Hullum. Shout out to you, Hullum. He said, I'll give him 10 million a year. Honestly, he's better at any of our he's better than any of
Man,
our linebackers
all right.
except Micah. Yeah, you back, bro. You
Yeah,
kind of fading, but we're gonna work with you today. We're gonna work with you today.
that's part
But
of me. I apologize again. I apologize for the Wi-Fi
yeah,
monster.
it's
Definitely
cool.
let
Yeah,
you know.
you know, Cowboys Nation always looking out, man. We all good, man. You know what I'm saying? Coming in on this beautiful Friday, man. You gotta talk football. That's what it's all about, man. You know, we chop it down, and that's we do our thing. We do our thing. So my man Hoodlum, he said, I'll give him 10 million a year. Honestly, he's better than any of our linebackers except Micah. He's a baller. He's a big time ball player. I'm surprised that he actually got cut by that team. I don't know. Maybe they feel as though, or he felt as though that would have been the best decision that he could have made going forward, and he might want to play for a new team and stuff like that. But when you have a dog like that in the front seven, it changes games. It changes games. He can cover well, blitzing through A and B gaps, 6 sacks. That is big time, y'all. Big time.
So my thing, JC, is why did he get cut? What's going on? I got to talk to my resources and do my investigation. Hopefully, we'll have better for Tuesday show. But why did he get cut? You said PFF has him as the 98th percentile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Why did he
yeah,
get cut? What's going on?
yeah.
Maybe it's
Eh,
because
eh,
they're looking to reload, rebuild because they don't have no draft picks. They're way up
mm-hmm,
cap, they ain't going back to Super Bowl anytime soon, right? So
mm-hmm,
it was like a mutual decision, maybe.
mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
hey, if that's the case, and there's no off the field drama, no injuries, no nothing crazy, I'll go with Hoodlum. I'll take it for 10. I'll take it for 10 mil.
10 mil. Hey, look, I'll take him for 10 mil. But the thing is, with LVE, I'm not sure what we're going to do with him because they play the same position. He's a green dot guy. I understand. With LVE, he went out there and balled out, but those two are two different dogs. If you got a guy like him, and if you got Micah Parsons on the field, you can do a lot of damage with those guys. A lot of damage. So it's going to definitely be good. But 10 million, I'm for it, bro. I'm for it. I'm definitely for it.
So if you remember in LVE's rookie year, he played the strong side while Jalen Smith played the middle. So
Mm-hmm.
so he could play that outside. He could step out. He could step out there and let Bobby do the thing in the middle, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And we run a lot of that. We run a lot of that 4-2 with 3 safeties, right? So it's usually like LVE and Damone Clark, or LVE and Anthony Barr. Bobby Wagner is a hell of addition up from some damn Damone Clark and Anthony Barr. So 10 mil, hey, that's a step up, man. Especially this is the year that we need to get some veteran glue guys, right?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
really up to the next level.
Yep, pretty much. Yep. Shout out to y'all, Jazz, my man Hoodlum, Matt back in the house, lead and leave. What's going on? Double R, what it do? He said, I think he been all pro 8 years. He might have been all pro 8 years, but I know for 11 years he has gotten over 100 tackles. That is big time. When you have a player that's getting over 100 tackles, he doesn't get injured like that. That's the good thing about this player. So if you can, and we know that LVE, he gets injured all the time. So at the end of the day, that's if we can be able to get this guy for 10 million, maybe 2 year, $20 million deal, that's big time. And that changes things. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get Deron Bland. We'll see, but I'm sorry, not Deron Bland, Deron Payne. I'm sorry, Deron Payne. But you got Siaki Ika out there. You have a lot of one techniques out there that you can be able to go get. But if you do spend $10 million on a linebacker, it changes it and it might be good.
Yeah, I really want Deron Payne though, man. I really want.
Yeah, he said, "You want Deron Payne?" I definitely want Deron Payne too. He said, "Great breakdown. Thank you so much." He said, "Shout out to you, Hullum." He said, "I would get Bobby Wagner because we're not getting Deron Payne. It's fun to talk about, though." I feel you, bro. I feel you. I mean, it's going to be a lot of money for that type of player. A player that can be able to play the 3 technique, or he can play the 1 technique. He can change the culture on the whole team as well, on the whole defensive line. That's what you need at the end of the day. But it's gonna be a lot of money. It's gonna be expensive. Yep. So it's gonna be crazy. Let's see. He said and Bobby might take less than 10 million. He might being 32 years old.
He might.
But coming off a year when you had 140 tackles, 6 interceptions, 5 passes defended. I mean, that's big time. That's big time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. Eric, okay, Eric
Yeah,
D. Tyler, what's good, bro? Shout out to you, man. He said we can use Bobby, but that money got to be right. Yeah, definitely got to be right. But we have to get better in so many different areas. That's what's big when it comes down to the Dallas Cowboys. We can't just focus on one area. There are big areas where cornerback position, wide receiver position, 3 technique. Even though we do have Osa Odigizua, but hey, you can't never have enough interior pass rushers. That is very important for our team. 1 technique. Guys at the defensive end position don't know what we're going to do with a couple of those guys on the defensive line. So we got moves to make. I see. Yeah, he said, Steven likes to be cheap. Yeah, well, if he do that, Hoodlum, if he does that, then we're only going to be getting to the first round of playoffs, or we're only going to get to the divisional round. We have to be aggressive. What you think about that, Rob?
Hey, if Steven's cheap this year, then this whole thing's for nothing, right? Cutting Amari Cooper's for nothing. Letting go Lyle Collins for nothing. You know,
Breaking up again. He said, I seen some film on him, and yes, he's 32, but Dan's still very explosive, big time. He's very explosive, man. He has it. He has that it factor. What you say now, Rob?
Yeah, sorry. So we're if Steven doesn't take the jump this year, this is my year for Steven Jones to take his jump.
Yeah, he's still breaking up. Damn, bruh. It's all good. We're gonna rock and roll. He said, I seen some film on him, and yes, okay, so I read that one already. Shout out to y'all. What's good? What's good, man? Smash that like button for me, man. What's going on? What is going on? Let's see. He said DeAndre Hopkins. Okay, they talking about DeAndre Hopkins. Man,
His
they
wife,
going everywhere with it. He said Jerry is going to drop a stack. Man, Jerry need to drop something. He's going to have to drop something. That is going to be very, very important going forward, man. If we're trying to take that next step to get into where we want to go, you gotta spend. You gotta spend. Just like my man Matt Batten said, he's in all the little other group chats. You gotta spend. If you want to go out there and go get top tier free agents, you're going to have to spend money, but it changes games. It changes games. Shout out to you, Hoodlum. He said, but what I do think going to happen is we sign OBJ. Jerry already said it. I mean, yeah, hey, if he's healthy, that's good. That's good money. If he's healthy, though, bro, he got to be healthy. He can be able to gain separation, 50-50 balls. He pretty much does everything. Hey, Melina, what's going on? Shout out to you, Melina. He does everything. So we'll see, but I'm not paying him 18. I'm not paying him 16 type million. No. If anything, I'll give him like 12 million, 13 million and see how it plays out. What you think about that, bro?
Who you
Talking
talking
about
about?
OBJ.
OBJ?
Yeah.
No, I can't. No. I'm done on OBJ. You know, like you got to prove to me you can run, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not paying you.
Oh my God, he's logging. He's logging. I'm gonna have to probably get you back in, bro. I'm gonna have to probably log it out and then you come back in.
I'm not. So I logged off my Wi-Fi and I'm just using Verizon's great wireless.
Yeah, you just got bad service today, bro.
Bad service today, man. Sorry about this. Sorry about this, Cowboy Nation.
Yeah, it's
But
all good. It's all good.
so
Let's see. Double R. Okay, what'd you say now, bro?
OBJ, like I'm not paying him no. He gets $10 million. I'll give him a 2-year, $20 million deal, and you know you got to prove it, right? You got to do. You have 2 torn ACLs. You know, last time we saw you in the field, you were balling, right? But at the same time, yeah, that's the last time we saw. We haven't seen you on the field in 18 months, and you want me to give you $18 million?
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. That like, there's no way. Shout out to you. Shout out to my man Hoodlum. He said, "Yo, you good? We still rocking with you, bro. I know, right? Hey, Cowboys Nation is the best, bro. Straight up, Cowboys Nation is the best. We still gonna make this thing rock." Shout out to my man Matt Batten with the $10 super. What's good, bro? My main man. Shout out to you. He said, "Sign Wagner and get good wide receiver and free agency and build offensive line in the draft if you're serious about winning the Super Bowl. Spend the money. If not, stop wasting Cowboys Nation time, Jerry Jones.
Yes,
Big
sir.
facts.
Big
Stop
fact.
wasting time. That's the
Hey,
thing. That's the problem when it comes down to Dallas. Like if Jerry Jones knows that he has to go get guys, just like I always say this with Deion Sanders, with Charles Haley, when we had that team, those guys were young. We were stacked with young players. But what they did was they went out there and went to go get those special players. And that's how you get the championships. You have to get a Deron Payne. You have to get an OBJ if he's healthy. But you got to do your homework. Bobby Wagner. These are the guys that's going to make the difference when it's cold outside, when everybody is watching, man. That's what it's all about. Shout out to you, Matt Batten.
right.
Let's see.
And
Go ahead, bro.
And like JC, who was the arguably the 7th best team in the league last year?
The
Arguably,
7th best team?
arguably. I say the 6th, but you know, you go 7th, right? It's the Cowboys. We made it to the divisional round. So that means you're top 8, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then I say we're better than the Giants who lost, and I say we're better
Mm-hmm.
than who lost. So that means we're the 6th best team in the NFL. We're not far away. We need a couple people. Before I got cut off earlier, I was about to say if Stephen Jones doesn't take the steps necessary here, right, he's going to be wasting more Hall of Famers' career. Tyron Smith, and he's about to leave, right? Um, wasted. He's a staple of left
Mm-hmm.
tackles in the NFL. He's one of
Hey,
the best.
bro, I'm gonna cut you off real quick. 1 second, bro. Shout out to Sadiqa. What's going on, Sadiqa? Gotta show you some love. You know what I'm saying? We see you. Hey, good Friday to you. Good Friday. What's going on with you? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, if we don't make the moves necessary this year, man, like it's gonna be wasting now CD Lamb, Micah Parsons, Trevon Diggs' career, right? Even
Uh-huh.
though he's still young, so I'm saying we still got time. But like, let's make moves. Zach Martin's on his last leg, like he's in the fourth quarter of his career, right? How long are you, like you're talking about extending Dak, right? To make cap room.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboy Nation, I hope you're with it because Dak's gonna be a quarterback for a long time. Okay. But
Hey,
Dak's
look,
not.
you got that's divided by a lot of people, bro.
And I get it. I get divided on Dak month to month. You know what I mean? Month to month, I'm divided
Mhm.
on Dak. But sometimes I can't put it all on Dak if his second receiver is Noah Brown. You know, what I'm saying? Like Noah
That's the
Brown,
thing. That's the
and like
thing.
the
Noah
first year
Brown.
with a legit defense too. So I mean, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, look, Noah Brown is a wide receiver 4 on a good
Four
team.
on
So
a good team.
you're going into all season thinking that Noah Brown, I guess, was going to be the number 3 or whatever. And then or Jalen Tolbert. You put your money on Jalen Tolbert, but he's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? He's coming from the Sun Belt. It's not really a big school. He's a good wide receiver, but it's going to take time. You
Yeah,
cannot put your money on guys like Noah Brown. You cannot put your money on guys like Jalen Tolbert. And then they should have thought about the whole situation with Michael Gallup. He's a good wide receiver. I love Gallup. You know what I mean? But it takes time to be able to create separation if you're coming off a knee injury. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that they should have brought in a veteran. If you lose Amari Cooper, you have to bring in a veteran. T.Y. Hilton should have been playing on our team since week 4. What you think about that, bro?
yeah. No, I agree. I agree. See, but I think so. All last off season, I was saying, this year's going to be a down. We just have to get over it. We're not going to do anything good. We're not going to do anything this year. I picked us going 8-9, right? And I said we're doing all our moves last off season for this off season. But then
Mm-hmm.
the surprised me was that our defense stepped up. I think that surprised the
Mm-hmm.
whole, right? And then especially when Dak went down, and then we went 4-1 with our backup and our defense and running the football. We're like, oh, we still have a good team. So like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Cowboy brass was ready for our defense. I don't think. Be honest, JC. Do you think our defense is gonna be was gonna be this good this year?
I didn't think, hey, look, man, with Dan Quinn, because the year before they were balling out, but this past year, man, I mean, we were doing very, very good. It surprised me big time. You know what I'm saying? But
It's,
credit to Dan Quinn. He brings in the guys, he understands what he wants out of his defenders, cornerbacks being 6'2", with the exception of Bland. I mean, he's a shorter, I think he's 6 foot, but that guy is very, very feisty. But going into it, I mean, him being a defensive coordinator for us has been huge, man, and that's what you need. I'm so glad we kept him, y'all.
so and I only bring up all this to say that I don't necessarily blame the Cowboys for not putting the resources into like the wide receiver room, like they should, because they didn't think the team was going to be this. No one thought the team was going to be better than what we were last year after letting go uh, of Amari Cooper, Lyle Collins, and Randy Gregory.
Mhm,
No one thought
mhm,
better, but we got better, right? Because of our defense.
mhm,
Shout out to Dan
mhm.
Quinn. Love that man. Love that man.
Yeah, yeah.
At the same time, uh, um, to make the necessary steps this year, it has to be now, Jay. It has to be. It has to be. If not now, when?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The time is now, because just like I said, you got Zach Martin getting older, you got Dak Prescott getting older. Ezekiel Elliott, these guys, I mean, the window is closing for these guys. You got Jerry Jones, 80, 81 years old. The time is now, Cowboys Nation. They have to win now, and they have to be hungry. We have the guys, we have the ingredients, but we need a few more people to get this thing cooking, man. And it's going to be good, but we got work to do. We got work to do. And what I wanted to do, right? I wanted you to chime in on the whole running back situation. All right. So this is where, because we wanted to talk about the first little part first, but your connection's kind of going a little bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on today, but it's cool though. We here, but we working with it. We working with it. But as far as the running back position, a lot of people. I was talking about it in my last live stream. A lot of people want us to go Gibbs. A lot of people want us to go BJ Robinson. Those players are very, very good. Don't get me wrong. They are good players, but when you can be able to draft talent within the second and seventh round in undrafted free agency. So I was taking them back down to memory lane. All right. I was taking them back down to memory lane and letting them know that DeMarco Murray was a third round pick. You had Marion Barber, rest in peace to him. He was a fourth round pick. All right. So my man Tony Pollard, he was a fourth round pick. All right. All these top tier talents. Eckler was another guy, okay, who went undrafted, bro. Undrafted player. Who else? Who else did I name? Derrick Henry, another second round pick. So you can find talent all throughout the draft, and you can go a different direction, I believe, and build the offensive line. Go get yourself a corner. Wide receiver is very, very important. Just like me and my man Matt Batten was saying, a guy named Zach Charbonnet. That's one of the guys me and him been looking at and stuff like that. You tell me right now, man, what you think about the running back position? I was rapping about it yesterday, and see what you think about
it. JC, when are we gonna learn our lesson? Like, you want to do the same thing with what we just did with Zeke? You want to get another 5-year running back, have him ball out for 3 years, and then all of a sudden, oh wait, you're running me into the ground, so now let me go to Cabo so I can get more money, right? Get paid $90 million. $90 million for what? What'd you do after that? What'd you do after that? Nothing. You went downhill. You want to do the same thing, and then I heard on the coach's podcast that you did the other night, Coach Watson was like, you want to. So he wants to draft a running back, get him for 5 years, right? Decide him or not. If I'm drafting, and you tell me, Cowboy Nation, you tell me if I'm going to draft my first round, all my first rounders I need on my team for more than 5 years. I expect second contract players, right? Running back position is really no longer a second contract position. I'm sorry, and I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer in running game is so important. People say this passing league. People say the league has gotten softer. Whatever. I still think the running game is very important to win championships. It's very important to keep your defense off the field. It's very important for the passing game, right? I went back and did a little research today, JC. Okay, went back and did a little research.
Dude, hey, you got to bring it on the network, man. Well, we got to chop it down, baby.
Got to chop it down a little bit. Got to chop it down a little bit, right?
Chop it down, bro.
I went back the last 5 Super Bowls, right? The leading rusher on each team. Going back to that, the most boring Super Bowl I've ever seen, the Rams Patriots. Todd Gurley, 10 for 35. First round draft pick, 10 for 35.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What am I doing with that? Sony Michel, first round draft pick. 18 for 94 in the score. Cool, right? They did need to run the ball to win that championship. But what happened to Todd Gurley?
Yeah.
And then Sony Michel, what happened to him?
Yeah, Sony Michel. Hey, before you finish, let me go to these comments real quick. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, because it's juicy. It's getting a little juicy right now. I hear you. Shout out to Sadiq. She said, I just would like folks to just wait and see what them Cowboys are going to be like this season and leave the last season behind. Yeah, we're definitely leaving it behind. That's why we're looking forward. We got faith. Shout out to you, Sadiq, and much love to you. My man said, yo, I'm looking at the Dallas app. Who is Brian Schottenheimer, our new offensive coordinator? He's our new offensive coordinator, you know what I'm saying? But Mike McCarthy is the guy that's going to be calling the plays. The thing is with Brian Schottenheimer, I think I have a picture of him. Let's see. I don't think I have it anymore, but when he was with Seattle, they were running the ball with Chris Carson. You had Russell Wilson. They was running a juggernaut over there. So we'll see. But with Mike McCarthy, they're going to want to run the ball, and we'll see if they can be able to do that thing. Hold on one second. Shout out to you, Eastside Harold. What's good? What's good, man? Thank you so much for the $2 holler, man. I appreciate you. This man said, go Astros, Texans, Rockets, and Roughnecks. Hey, bro, he's a Houston Texans fan. He's the biggest hater. But the thing is, he always show love, man. I appreciate you. And Sadiqa said, do you ever get tired of repeating yourself? Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Let's see. Man, my man, Third Blackie Boy, thank you so much for coming by, man. He said, finally caught your live, brother. What is going on, man? How you doing? Finally, you here. He was, when my page first took off, he was one of the ones that first subscribed, and we was talking a lot, man. Much love to you, man. Definitely, man. Much love to you. Let's see. Let me get to these. Hold on. Eastside said Dameon Pierce is the best running back in Texas. Hey, chill, man. Chill. I like Dameon Pierce, but that's one of the guys. What round did he get drafted in? This is why I say Gibbs, guys like BJ Robinson, you want to go get talent in the 2nd through 7th round. I like BJ Robinson. I like Gibbs. But the thing is, can those two players be the difference from the game that we played against the 49ers? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Because the better defenses, they stout up against the run. You have to get wide receivers that get open. It is extremely important, man. Shout out to you, Samuel. What's going on? Samuel Rowe, aka Landlord from Wakanda. Hey, bro, that's a cool name, bro. That is a cool name, man. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. My man Matt Batten with the $10 holler. What's going on, bro? He said, just wanted to see Jerry Jones and me, Cowboys Nation, win more, one Super Bowl in my lifetime, and I'm fine. Keep Zeke, and I agree. Malik Davis should get more carries. Good coaching is important, like the Chiefs. It is very, very important, like the Chiefs. Good coaching. And speaking on the Chiefs, Pacheco, he was a 7th round pick. Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna get into it, Jay.
Okay. So So I had to catch up on the comments. I don't want to get backed up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's both of us in here, man. But your service ain't doing too bad. So we good, man. We keep it rolling.
We back at it. So again, Todd and Sony, 1st-round draft picks. We saw what happened to their career. Didn't finish out with their team, right? Again, a 1st-round draft pick for me, I need you through at least your 2nd contract, right? At least for your 1st-round draft pick, right? The next ball, Patrick Mahomes versus the San Francisco 49ers, his 1st Super Bowl. His leading rusher, Darrell Williams, 17 for 104. Guess when he was drafted? The 4th. The leading rusher for San Francisco, Raheem Mostert. Guess where he was drafted? The 7th.
The 7th.
Yeah. The following Super Bowl, Tampa Bay, Kansas City. Leading rushers, Lenny and Clyde, both 1st-round draft picks. Both Lenny on his 2nd team. Didn't even last 5 years. Right? He got cut. Right? Like, come on, on his 2nd team, JC, and then Clyde, he got replaced this year. Last year you had Cam Akers and Joe Mixon, both 2nd-round guys. Joe fell to the 2nd round because of his off-the-field incident, hitting that girl. He can't hit one. Can't do that. And then Cam Akers, he's in the doghouse. He's not. He's starting one. And those are 2nd-round guys, right? And then this year, Isaiah Pacheco, 7th rounder.
7th rounder. Did you say Miles Sanders was a 2nd rounder too? Both of the Super Bowl running back.
I didn't say Miles Sanders. You know why I didn't say Miles Sanders? You know why I didn't say Miles Sanders, JC? Because the leading rusher for the Philadelphia Eagles was a 2nd-round quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Shout out to that baller. Come on, man. I can't pick a 1st-round running back anymore. I can't do it. The proof is there.
So here's my thing. All right. And I feel the same way. We're on the same page right now. You can find big time talent. If you get the offensive line, There's a lot of question marks with Connor McGovern. Okay, so with Connor McGovern, let me see if I got him on here. Let me see. I think I put him on here yesterday. Let's see. Connor McGovern. Here he is. So Connor McGovern. I mean, he's pretty solid coming out of Penn State. He can play the center position. He's versatile, but when he's playing in big time games, when he's going up against those top notch defensive tackles, he looks a little shaky out there. I be seeing him. I watch a lot of film. But it's good to have a player like him because he can play the center position. But you want to make sure you bring in dogs. You have to bring in dogs regardless. If you can get better at the offensive line, that is Dallas football. That's what we're all about. That's what we were doing in 2014 through 2018 with DeMarco Murray, all those guys, Ezekiel Elliott, when our offensive line was booming. If you see talent, you go get it, regardless of position, man. Offensive line, I'm real big on that.
Yeah, and also JC, like it's like if we were a running back away, like if we do what we have to do in free agency and trades and whatnot, if we go get a wide receiver, if we go get a Daron Payne, if we bring in a corner, something like that, right? If we address all these positions before the first round of the draft, and we're like one running back away from a Super Bowl team, sure, maybe you could talk me into it, but we're not. We're not. What's the five most important positions in football? Quarterback, left tackle, pass rusher, corner, receiver. Not running backs. Running backs really not even like top 8.
Yeah, it's not even top 8. But the thing is with Ezekiel Elliott, a lot of people are done with Ezekiel Elliott, man. And I love Zeke. I definitely love Zeke, and my heart is killing me. It's killing me. Shout out to y'all. Sadiq, a third Blackie boy. What's going on, man? My man said running backs are taking a beating. They take a beating. Okay. Their shelf life is very, very short. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to my man Matt Batten with the $10 super. What's going on? He said, I won't draft running back until day 2 or day 3. Okay. Chris Rodriguez from Kentucky. Great back. The reason he's down on boards because he got caught driving without ID, but good coaching. That's his goal in 5th or 6th. Yeah. Hey, if I know, right? I heard about that too. But sometimes, even if you do the most slightest things right before you get drafted, you can get into some trouble, man. So it's crazy. You got to keep it low key, stay low profile, because if anything, you'll get undrafted. I'm not sure. We will revisit that one, Matt, because when you get into little things like that, you might not get drafted, but he could be one of those top tier players in undrafted free agency, and we'll see how it plays out. What's going on, Samuel? Thank you so much for that $2, that $1.99 super chat, man. Thank you so much, brother. He said no Hurt slander. Pay Hurt $70 million. Pay Hurts $70 million. Now, hey, look, man, I ain't gonna talk bad on Hurts, bro. I'm not gonna talk bad on Hurts. I'm the type of YouTube content creator. I create all content when it comes down to football. I respect all players. At the end of the day, that's me. Jalen Hurts surprised me. He definitely surprised me. But I think that when we line up against y'all, if you're an Eagles fan, yeah, we can beat y'all. That's just what it is. But I do have a lot of respect for him, man. And they're gonna have to pay that bag when it come down to him. What you think about that, Rob?
Yeah,
shout out to you though, Wakanda.
Hey, look, nothing but respect to the brother Jalen, right? Like he's a baller. He's a baller. Is the Philadelphia Eagles offensive system, right? I forgot who said it. I think Micah was like, is it the system or is it the quarterback? It's both. Like he is the system. Like I don't know how else to answer. Like he is the guy. Like they're not the Eagles without Jalen Hurts at quarterback, right? And thankfully, they're gonna have to pay him this year. So other talent on the team is gonna have to start dropping a little bit. But they draft well, right? I think they're a top 5 drafting organization. I think like us, the 49ers, the Eagles, I can't really name 2 of those off the top of my head, but like there's some good drafting organizations that consistently keep talent in the building, and I think the Eagles are fine. But they are going to have to let some people go. $70 million too high.
That's a lot of. Hey, look, man, they got a lot of talent over there, but when you do that, you fall into a little jam. You fall into a jam. They have a lot of athletes. We have a lot of athletes, and it's going to be good with the division, man. There's a lot of talent within Commanders. They're looking a little better. They look like they're a quarterback away from really being a contender. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this these messages real quick. Hold on 1 second. Shout out to you, Jazz. Today is my daughter's birthday. Mariah, she turned 9 today. You know what I'm saying? We had a little birthday for her today. Then tomorrow we're gonna be doing some things tomorrow and stuff like that. So I said we celebrated before I go live. So here we are now. You know what I'm saying? Mariah, today's her birthday. I wish I had the hand clap. I think I got the hand clap. Let me see, man. Where my hand clap at, man? For my baby, man. Where's my baby? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see, man. Let's see. Hold on. I think I got it. I don't know if I got it. No, I don't got it. I got to fix it. I got to do something. But yeah, man. But anyway, happy birthday to her. Love her so much. And yeah, man, we're going to have a good time tomorrow. All right. So let me get to the super chat real quick. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat, man. He said that boy Hurts from Houston. You know he a baller. Yeah, he's definitely a baller, but he is a Cowboys fan, low key too, though. I know you know that he's he a Cowboy fan, but nah, he's good. Athletic, but we'll see. It's gonna be some battles when it comes down to the division. It's gonna be good football going forward, man. Say happy birthday. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, no, happy birthday to your daughter for sure.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, she's beautiful little girl. Happy birthday. Yeah, man, Jalen Hurts a baller. The Eagles are like the state of the NFC East is really good right now, right? I've always believed the Commanders haven't been successful because they've always been a quarterback away. They've always had a good defense. They've always had a running game. They've always had talented players on the outside, but they just don't. They don't. That's right. And now the big hype. Now the big hype is the Sam Howell kid, and I don't get it. Maybe I didn't do I film study on him. I
don't know. Sam Howell. Yeah, I mean he all right.
I feel the Redskins, or excuse me, the Commanders, they need to be looking at one of these studs coming up in this draft. They need to go get trade up, go get this Will Levis kid, go get an Anthony Hamilton, something like that. And how, bro? Like he's not Daniel Jones in my eyes, and Daniel Jones is one of the worst quarterbacks in the league to me. Speaking of the state of the East, do you agree that the Giants should be giving Daniel Jones $40 million, 4-year, $40 million contract?
Man, see, that's the thing. I'm gonna get to Daniel Jones in 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Sadiqa, sorry, Sadiqa. You know we over here talking balls, Sadiq. She said, JC Cowboys Network, how is the missus? And he never answered me. I thought I said she was good. He said, yes, I'm telling on you. Hey, sorry, Sadiqa. She doing good. She in here right now. I think she's trying to talk to you now. Shout out to you though. Let's see. My man Matt Batten with the $5 holler. Thank you so much. Yeah, let me get in. So since Sadiqa, you want to come talk to her? She right here, Sadiqa. Thanks, Sadiqa. Hey, man. She love the camera.
What's up? How are you guys? Dallas all day. You know I gotta be the cheerleader, hyping it up. Hype it up. Hey, I'm Matt Batten, hype it up. Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna get her some pom-poms, y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go back to work. Hold it down.
It's all good. It's all good. She's a Chiefs fan, but she supports the Cowboys always, man. That's what it's all about. She said always. It's called woman power. That's what Sadiqa said. Shout out to y'all, man. Much love to y'all. So my man Matt Batten with the $5. You know, Jasmine always got come in and say what's up. She love to come talk. She actually does have a YouTube channel, a big YouTube channel. So she doing her thing and stuff like that. Jasmine Giles, that's her YouTube name on there. Y'all make sure y'all go follow her, man, and show her some love. But so my man Matt said, saying you find good running backs late in the draft. Malik Davis wasn't drafted, and Chris Rodriguez did his time already. He was suspended for 4 games last year. Okay, well that's all right then. That's all right. He's just gonna have to ball out. He's gonna have to ball out and have a good combine and stand out. That's what it's all about at the end of the day with him. Shout out to you, man. My man DC for Life X. What's good, man? What's up, brother? With the $10 holler. What's good, brother? He said, here's a dime for your time. Hope all is good your way, bro. Just now came across your live stream. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, man. You know, we here on a Friday holding it down. You know what I'm saying? It's always good vibes over here, man. We getting this thing going, man. Hitting the ground running. Thank you so much for that, bro. All right. So with Daniel Jones, this guy, every time you get to that final year of your contract, that's when they ball out. And I've said that I already said this one with Saquon Barkley, you ball out. Josh Jacobs from the Raiders, you ball out. LVE, you ball out. You gotta it gotta be balanced when it comes down to contract and your final year, because they know that final year, that's when they're going to get the bag. Daniel Jones never did this, guys. So I really don't believe in him like that. I know when he line up against the Cowboys, we be ready to scrape this dude off the field straight up every time. So it's going to be good, but he ain't nothing I'm worried about, bro.
I'm not worried about no damn Daniel Jones. If y'all if y'all really want to invest in Daniel Jones for 4 years, go ahead. Like he didn't even ball out this year, JC. Like, yeah, they went to the playoffs. Cool, they went to the playoffs, but that's more coaching. Hence, Coach of the Year, right? The man only 15 touchdowns, right? Now, I think they're in a perfect position to franchise tag him. See if he can do it again. See if he can progress. See if they can put more players around him, and continue to get better. But to invest in 4 years, why? Like, their coach. What's their coach name again?
You saw the head coach?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. I can't remember. Yeah, I think so.
Coach of the Year, right? But he took Josh Allen. He took Josh Allen from world class quarterback. He's taking trash Daniel Jones to a playoff quarterback, right? So let's see what happens if you get him his own guy, right? We see it. This is Daniel Jones. Like he's the quarterback. Go ahead, Giants. Pay him 4 years. 4 years, I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, like, you kind of breaking up a little bit, bro. You kind of breaking up. Yeah. I don't know if it's kind of breaking up, but I've been hearing you good, you know what I'm saying, for the last like 20 minutes. It's been doing good. But we making it rock. But shout out to my man Matt Bang. He said, "Hi, Jasmine. God bless you and your family. Hope your daughter has a great birthday. You're the best, guys. Thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate you so much. We about to go to some little bouncing place tomorrow, and they about to have a good time and stuff like that. I'm probably gonna go live again on Sunday as well, man. So we just chopping things up, seeing what's good. But I did want to, because we were talking about the offensive line, and I'm not sure if you caught my last live stream, bro. But I was telling Matt and I was telling Double R and all the guys, Hoodlum, I was letting them know. Let me see if I still got it on here. Hold on. BJ Robinson. I don't know what that jump. Oh, side. Okay, right here. Boom. So look, man. Hey, listen. This is one of the players that I will love us. I'm not sure how you're thinking about it, but when you have a player that is 6'5", okay, 337 pounds, and they're comparing this guy to Larry Allen, you're going to have to pick this guy up in the first round. I'm not big when it comes down to guards. When it comes down to picking up guards in the first round, but if you're compared to him in 3,000 snaps, this guy literally did not give up a sack at all. 4-year starter. When you have a guy like that, that is fireworks. You know what I'm saying? So with me, that's the direction I would want to go if we don't go corner, if we don't go wide receiver in the draft. But my thing is, it's good to talk about this stuff now. We'll get a bigger picture once free agency start and see how it plays. Let me get this dog. Y'all left the dog in here. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah. Yo, I love this dude. Yo, he's 6'4", 330 or 6'5", 337. Yo, that just screams to me. That just screams to me pushing people out the way, right? And I know you're not big on guards. But Zach Martin's been one of the best football players in our franchise's history. and he's a first round, 14th round pick, right? Remember when he could have been Johnny Manziel?
Right? Oh, hey, Yana, hey, dog. Hey, I think. Hold on. I think you told me you wanted Johnny Manziel.
Oh no. Don't disrespect name like that. No.
Yeah, heck no.
No, damn Johnny Manziel. What's he doing these days? Who cares?
Probably drinking, doing something hot.
Yeah, exactly. So if you put Osiris, if you put this Osiris kid next to Tyler Smith, that's the biggest left side in football, and you could get whatever. JT, you mean go play running back? We go 5 yards.
We can play running back, cuz.
Yeah. We go play running back.
Yeah. You know hey, shout out to this big body too, bro. Shout out to that big body, man. I got a lot of respect for him.
Yo, and he's only 20 years old.
20, looking like Biggie Smalls.
He's only 20, looking like Biggie Smalls. And, yeah. Hey, who called Tyler though? That's your boy. I called Tyler. I was like, yo, wait for Tyler. Like Tyler's a big boy. Like you need, like, these are the type of guys you draft in the first round. Yeah, they're not splashy. They're not. You're not gonna know who they are, right? But you're gonna know them on your football team for the next 12 to 15 years.
Yep, big time.
You're gonna know their name when they're all pro bowlers, right? Hopefully hosting a Lombardi Trophy one day. And the way Cowboys have always been good at football is through our offensive line, right?
That's from since 2014, brother.
Since 1995, brother.
Yeah. I'm talking about this little era. You know what I'm saying? Era. But yeah, back then, of course, yeah, it's always been offensive line.
Jason Garrett's first pick ever was Tyron Smith, and I was like, who? Because I wanted that was the year Patrick Peterson and J.J. Watt came out, and I wanted Patrick Peterson, right? And they were like, yo, now we're gonna go with this little youngster, 19-year-old out of USC. Yo, I'm gonna find this highlight tape where he's pulling around the corner one time, and he just looks like the biggest person I've ever seen. And like, I feel sorry for this corner. Like I feel sorry what he's about to do to these people. And he's been dominating. Almost 15 years now. He's kind of going out on a bad note, right? And we'll get into that on Tuesday's show on who we're looking to keep, right?
Yeah,
who cut, right?
We got some juicy stuff. We got some juicy stuff for the Tuesday draft show. This the Friday night kickback. We just want to kick back. We do a little Q&A and stuff like that. Just talk ball, man, and just chill, man. This is what it's all about, man. For real. I stay home all the time, so it's either that or I'm trying to edit a dynamic breakdown that I'm trying to do. And Jordan Addison is coming soon. I can't wait for that, man. I cannot wait. So I'll be probably dropping that within the next like week or two or something like that. But I want to make sure that I kill it on that one. So that's going to be very important because he's going to see it in his grandfather and all that. Do you know his grandfather?
Who?
You know his granddaughter, Trisha. You know Lee. I don't know if you know Lee. But he was a big-time track star. Yeah, we friends on Facebook, and we talk all the time. He's going to come on the show, he told me. So,
are they related to like the Jamar Addisons of the world?
No, the Gladneys. The Gladneys.
Addison.
Yeah, Gladneys. So, yeah, he's going to be on the show. Shout out to you, my man Matt Batten with the $5 holler. He said, I like him. Draft him. I want a gangster offensive line so we can run the ball easy, too. Hey, look. Hey, Matt. Hey, MB.
Yeah.
You need a gangster, bro. Yeah, shout out to you, man. Yeah, most definitely. You have to because Tyler Smith is that gangster too. He's the one that's gonna sit up there and punch or slap somebody in the mouth. Zach Martin is not like that, but he lets his play do the talking. Tyron Smith is not like that either. Tyler Biotis, they're not like that, but you gotta have like two dogs on the offensive line, and having a guy like Osiris Torrance, it changes the game. Shout out to you, man. My man Jacob, what's going on the TikTok side, man? Make sure y'all follow me on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. This is my main platform. Much love to y'all, man. I see everything on the YouTube side, so it's kind of hard to see. It's too small on the TikTok side, but it's all good. Much love to y'all, man. All right. Okay, so let's see what else we got going on here. Shout out to you, Sadiq. He said, I wish you much success. Thank you so much, Sadiq, for all the love that you show. My man Knots, what's going on? What's going on, Notes? He said we would have to get 2 veteran wide receivers for me to feel good about the offensive line.
I
go ahead, Rob. You can go ahead and chime in on that one.
Hey, look, I already have your perfect scenario for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
JC kind of knocked me on one of my top 5 candidates for a trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like Mike Evans, trading him just because of the cap hit. Just because of the cap hit. I know he's not fast, but he can still run, and he's a good red zone target, right? So if you go get him, and then you go get a McCall Hardman, that's your speed, right? And then you go get another Jalen, maybe in the second, right? Another speed guy in the second, right? Then you find a way to get Turpin involved. All of a sudden, man, your wide receiver room looking pretty good. Looking pretty good.
All right, peep
Right?
this. Hey, peep this right before you finish, right? Jarvis Landry, okay. Miko Harmon, just like you said. Parrish Campbell, DJ Chark, who had 502 yards, 3 touchdowns. Darius Slayton, no chance. Jacoby Myers, uh, Juju Smith-Schuster, the TikTok boy. I don't know if I really want the TikTok boy. Alan Lazard, 788 yards, 6 touchdowns, and Marvin Jones, 529 yards, 3 touchdowns. So there are guys, but we'll see. You say I'm talking to Jasmine, not you. Oh, okay. All right. What was you saying, bro?
No, it's not. So yes, McCall Hardman, right? I like the DJ. I wouldn't mind DJ Shark. I feel like that's kind of a Cowboy thing to do, bring in DJ Shark.
Yeah, DJ Chark is a good receiver.
He's had 1,000-yard year, right? So he think, and then also what we have to kind of what we're going to have to put our grasp in because we signed him to a $57 million deal is that Michael Gallup is back being able to run again, right, and get that separation, right? Because when he's healthy, when Michael Gallup's healthy, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say he's like everybody's number 2. But you know what I'm saying? He could be your third option, right? If you go get a Mike Evans and then you have Michael Gallup on the X and the X and the Z, and then you have CD in the slot, that's pretty good right there, right? And then you have Ferguson, and then you have Hardman, and then you have a Jalen Hyatt, and then you have a Turpin. You got all your speed, right? And then yes, you can address the offensive line, right? We have to get weapons for Dak. We got to load up around him. We have to.
You got to. But the thing is with Mike Evans, I'm not sure about Mike Evans too much. Shout out to you, Matt Batten. He said Addison is a dog. Can't wait for him to be on the show. Kid got a bright future. He definitely has a bright future, man. And it's crazy. I'm so glad that I'm connected with them on that side. A lot of those guys, they want me to do breakdowns on high school kids and little league and stuff like that. I see the platform and stuff, but I told them I'm not sure if I can't, I'm so committed to when it comes to the Cowboys. That is big to me. But creating some things for them and stuff like that, I'm definitely going to look out for him. But Addison, all his family, they show a lot of love. He is a big-time talented player. Wherever he goes, I'm not sure if it's going to be Dallas, but he might go before. He might get picked before. But if we have him on the board, that is one guy, like, man, he is a talent, and he can be a Justin Jefferson in this offense if we get a guy like him. I'm calling that right now. He is that good. That good. Shout out to you, though, Matt Batten.
Yeah,
ahead, bro.
I can't wait for your breakdown on him. We'll get it going from there.
My man said take D-Hop for a second or third pick. No, hey, look, I remember you. We got on last time and you was talking about picking him up for like a second and a sixth. I think that's what he got traded for, right? D-Hop.
I would give up second. I would give up as much as a second and a fourth this year and a third next year.
Okay, second and a fourth. Okay.
Go get D-Hop. D-Hop opens up everything.
I'd rather have him instead of Mike Evans because Mike Evans is the guy that's the 50-50 ball guy, and you really don't want that for Dak Prescott. You want guys to be able to create space and get open. All right, Dak don't got to be the best quarterback out there. As long as he runs the juggernaut, we'll be good to go.
Sure. No, D-Hop's definitely number one on my go get a receiver list.
But
yeah. I think the two main positions that we need to address are the interior on both sides of the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, excuse
me. Mm-hmm.
Definitely number one, number two, however you want to describe it. I believe that one technique is something that we've been missing for a long time on the defensive side. I think our offensive line is pretty good. If Connor McGovern is not going to be the biggest disappointment in the world, but the wide receiver position and stopping the run are going to be huge for us this offseason.
It's going to be huge. All right, so I did want to get into something real quick. Okay, so a little bit of the draft show. I had one guy that I wanted to talk about. Deonte Banks. All right. Deonte Banks is 6'2", 205 pounds. Very aggressive corner who looks like a safety. He's always around the ball. Will step up to make the tackle. Forces wide receivers to make contested catches. Very good at press and will overwhelm the person that he is lining up against. He has a smooth back pedal and can turn his hips very, very well. And he can be a good player if he's coached up in this scheme. I like this guy a lot, but his weaknesses are he's not the best ball hawk. Cam Smith is one of the guys that's coming out of this draft that is the better ball hawk. He only had 2 interceptions this year, and he can be better in zone coverage, but like I said, it's going to come down to coaching, and he has to work on his ball skills. But having a guy like him could be a big deal. I'm not sure if you ran any tape on him, but the dude is a baller, bro, big time.
Hey, I like the measurables. That's a Dan Quinn corner right there, right? I know. I know. I think we talked about this earlier in our pre-meeting. Anthony Brown, bringing him back, or what's to decide on him? I say let Anthony Brown go. I think there's a lot of corners in this draft. That's just my decision.
There you go.
Has been a very, I would say, like, overachieving six round pick, right? He's had good moments, but then he's lost whole games for us, Jay. He's lost whole games, i.e. Oakland Raiders Thanksgiving night last year, right? He's lost. I can't, like, you can't take me in one game from a possible number 1 seed, which is so important, to the 5th seed, right? Going on the road, or to the 4th seed, right? Like, it wasn't just one play. He had like 4 penalties that game. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. He does. He definitely does.
I can't have your 6th round talent come in like the most inopportune times. You know what I'm saying? So,
The thing is with Anthony Brown, like, he does have the athletic ability, but it's the positioning, the spacing. Like, when it comes down to like 50-50 balls, this guy is always getting beat when it really matters. This guy runs a 4.3. He runs a 4.3, but you have to get better regardless. You got to make these guys feel uncomfortable. Even if you got a lot of corners, a lot of safeties, offensive linemen, you want to continue to keep bringing in talent. If you continue to keep doing that, then those guys that you're questionable about, those guys can step up. Nobody wants to lose their job. They don't want to lose their job. Let me get to these chats real quick. It's a few of them. Sugar Daddy, what's going on? Sugar Daddy, what's going on? Shout out to you, brother. What's going on? Let's see. He said, I second that. Oh, yeah, I second that. This past season was about Dak having to do more with less. I know, right? I know. You have to give Dak the right talent. You got to get guys that can be able to get open. Noah Brown, he's not going to do it. Michael Gallup was ailing through that injury, but I think he'll step up and do his thing next year. Shout out to you, though. No, he said Jackson Smith will be awesome. He's a local boy. What y'all think about if the Chargers drop Keenan Allen? I always like Keenan Allen. I always just was in question about the way his body be holding up sometimes, but when he's on, he is on. So that's going to be big, but I mean, just depends on the money with him. What you think about Keenan, bro? Before we continue.
On my top 5, go trade for a wide receiver. It's going to have to be the money, right? If they drop him, and I can get him for like 12 mil, right? I believe same things, not as good, obviously, as DeAndre Hopkins. Like he opens things up for CD. Like so. Like my main point on getting a number one or another number one receiver is what I can do with CD if I get that, right? Like it just takes so much pressure off of CD. It takes all the coverage off of him, right? It takes like 15% less of double coverage off him. Imagine what CD could do with that. He ran for 13. He 1350 this year.
Hey, look, man. Hey, I bang with CD. CD's the type of player that you can line him up in the slot. You can line him up outside. He can take back, jet sweeps, everything, but you want to keep him on the move. The main thing is you have to have somebody that can be able to create space next to him. That's the thing. Michael Gallup, I have a lot of love for him. That's my dog because with him, he sets the tone. He's that big time body catcher, and he reminds me of Michael Irvin. When he catch those big time body catches, like it changes the game, it changes the tone, and that's what you need. What's good? What's good, landlord? Shout out to you, man. What's good, man? We in here on a Friday night, man. We chilling. What's going on, brother? Shout out to you, man. Make sure y'all follow my man, landlord from Alabama. He has dynamic content. Me and my man came up together, and we doing it. We doing it. We the new dogs in town, man. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. He said, let's see what else we got going on. Let's see. Hold on. Trackhawk. Let's see. Trackhawk said Cowboys are needing to rebuild that tackle position. I mean, Tyron Smith, you have to continue to keep getting better. Tyler Smith did so well. Having him playing the guard position, having him playing the left tackle position was very, very huge. He was one of the main reasons why we got to where we needed to go in bringing him in. And shout out to Will McClay, because whenever he's trying to pick offensive line, I do not question it, bro, at all. I never question it. Shout out to you, though, Trackhawk. All right, hold on. Let me get to these comments. My man said, already, bro, what's good? What's good? He said, okay, Sadiqa, he's toast. He's gone bland. I don't know if he's talking about Anthony Brown. Let's see. Do we franchise tag TP? I think they're going to. Here's the thing. Here's the thing right here, though. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, my man landlord, a lot of people want Gibbs. A lot of people want BJ Robinson. I was talking about that earlier. I think that Gibbs has the same skill set as TP. That's the thing. But I think that we can get talent all throughout the draft. If it don't work out, he did break his ankle or break his foot or something like that. If it don't work out, I mean, you just got to think long and hard about it. But I like him. He's a very, very good player. I like Zeke. If you can keep these guys, if Zeke takes a pay cut, then we can keep him. But we'll see how it shakes, man. What you think about TP, bro?
Hey, JC, throw up the Will McClay one time.
Say it again.
Throw up the Will McClay one
time. The Will McClay? I got you. You gonna talk to Will McClay? Hold on. Let me get Will on here, man. Hold on. Let me see. I think I still got him on here. Let me see. Bam.
Hey, Will. Let me. Hey, Will. Willie. Yeah, I trust you, Will. I trust you when it comes to draft acquisition. If you feel that you don't want to pay $10.9 million to a running back that just broke his leg, I'm with you, right? But I need that 10.9 in a receiver, though. Like, right? But if you keep like Tony's a baller, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt so bad when he broke his leg, dog. Like, I wanted Tony part of the future. You know what I like about these young Cowboys? They talk shit. Like like those Tony Romo Cowboys. They're all two nice guys. DeMarcus Ware was a nice guy, right? Tony Romo's, Jason Witten, nice guys.
Nice guys.
Just nice guys, right? CD's on CD's like, I'm sick of this teasing us and all this and that. Mike is like, yo, go get him, go get this. Trevon's like, yo, I want my brother. Like, these guys are dogs. They got that dog in them, right? And Tony has that dog too. But he broke his leg and you're a running back. And don't make me pull the list back out. Right?
Yeah. The list. It's a laundry list. It's a laundry list. And like the thing is, man, you can find the better talent. You can find a lot of guys within the draft. That's the thing with me. Like, definitely when it comes down to the running back position, there is so much talent. Okay. If you don't sign Zeke, if Zeke ends up getting cut, then you can go get this guy here. You know what I'm saying? Zach Charbonnet. I mean, he does have his weaknesses, but he has his strengths as well. You know what I'm saying? Powerful player. He's a touchdown machine. So, I mean, they have to do their homework. There are guys out here, but I have a lot of respect for him. I have a lot of respect for Jahmyr Gibbs. Okay. Very good player. BJ Robinson, same thing, very good player. But you have to figure out what you're doing with your running back position and go from there. It's gonna be huge, bro. It's gonna be huge. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Let's see. He said, Hudlin, what's good? What's good, bro? Knowles, he said, Will McClay has drafted 8 Pro Bowlers. Like when you go into the draft, right? And you have Jake Ferguson, all right. Tyler Smith, I might miss a couple people. All right, Tyler Smith, all right. Hendershot, he wasn't drafted. Malik Davis wasn't drafted, but you bring in Damone Clark, you bring in Deron Bland, Sam Williams. It was so many of them in 1 year, and these guys contributed. And you have to give Will McClay his flowers. He brings in those guys, but the main thing, we have to mix those young dogs with top-notch veterans, and that's how you get the championships. That's how you do it. But they have to go take that next step. Shout out to you. Shout out to Sadiqa. She said, you will see Anthony will be here. Yeah, they in here. Let's see. All right, let me go back. Hold on. He said, what's up, third back, Blackie boy? What's good with you? He said, I like to see this team trade players while they can get something in return. Oh, yeah, you did tell me that. That's the way he want to go about it. He want to trade players. They draft well enough to pick up more picks without the second contract. I mean, the thing is, it depends on who you try and trade. Who would you want to trade, my guy? Because I remember you was telling me that, but you ain't gonna be. You can't be giving up no Micah Parsons, and he might say like Zach Martin or something like that. But I think Zach Martin, you still have like 3 or 4 good years in him. I mean, he's one of the talents that he's different, and he's a gold level jacket guy. The main thing about Zach Martin is going to come down to his feet, like how he moves his feet for the next 3 to 4 years, but the power is there. I think he'll be good with that, but just the technique things with Zach Martin, and we'll see how that all plays out. Let's see. Stony Man, shout out to you. He said, is Van Der Esch a free agent? Yeah, he's a free agent, man. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to sign him, because if we go ahead and get this guy, you know what I'm saying? If we get this guy here, then I mean, I don't think we'll sign him anymore. But respect to Bobby Wagner. I did want him last year. When you have 100 tackles in 11 seasons, 11 every year, 100 tackles, 140 tackles this season, 6 interceptions, man, that's fireworks, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you were rated a 90 with PFF, man, that is fireworks.
That's crazy, JC.
Go ahead, bro.
We thought the Wolf Hunter, we thought LVE had a breakout comeback year this year at 90 tackles.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like Bobby Wagner, he's a difference maker, right? And he can play, obviously. He can still play, right? We're gonna do our homework over this weekend, right? For Tuesday's show. Make sure everything's on the up and up. And then he's right behind D Hop and D Payne on my must get list. Who's up to 3, right? Our linebacker room is not only thin in numbers, it's thin in stature, bro. Like they look small. Like Damone Clark, Bill Cox, like those are small cats. Right?
Hey, look, but I like Damone Clark though. You know what I'm saying? I already knew. I did a breakdown on Damone Clark. That was a good one. That was when I first started. It was a good run with that. Wearing the number 18, like doing your homework. We like to get into the meat and potatoes and all this. We like to just, you know, just when we present and create content, we got to find certain little things. I mean, when you're wearing number 18 and with LSU, that means a lot, you know, and that told me everything I needed to know about that player. And you had spinal fusion throughout the offseason, and you still played this season. It's going to take some time for him, but I think he's going to be a good one. Shout out to you, Matt Batten. He said, get Muhammad from Minnesota or Chris Rodriguez from Kentucky, fourth or fifth. Get great running back in the draft. Look look, Chiefs did. Yeah, that's how you got to do it. And you talking about Pacheco, but they're good at doing that. McKinnon, Pacheco, if you can be able to find those guys, 7th rounder, Miles Sanders, 2nd rounder, you don't always got to go spend a 1st rounder on these top tier talents up the top. We know they're good, but with our offensive line, if you can be able to strengthen that offensive line, it can change games.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When you go get an Osiris Torrance and put it next to Tyler,
it's over. It's over. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, if you get a guy like him, it's over, bro.
Not worry about you. Not worry about you anymore, Nick Bosa. Not worry about you anymore, Jordan Davis and the Eagles defensive line. I'm not worried about you. I get
one thing. You know, right? When you have the guards, right? It is so much harder for the quarterback to get away from interior pressure coming straight at you versus the defensive ends. So you have to solidify that guard position. You know what I'm saying? To be for Dak could be able to step up in the pocket. So that's going to be big.
Right. And if you go back to the 49ers game, remember when watching it together, I was like, yo, Dak got happy feet right now. He is not looking comfortable in that pocket. And it's because people are coming right up the middle. Conor McGovern used to play fullback. He's a small, he ain't that big, right? I need big, like I need those. You remember back in the day when we were playing JC, like people would get off the bus. I need like those Damascus kids. I need those.
Damascus, yeah, they was always big, bro. Yeah, them dudes. I used to hate. I used to play middle linebacker, man, and I used to hate hitting them dudes. I'm telling you, those are some big country white boys, and them boys was brute strong.
And they don't move, right?
Yeah, big time.
I need like big boys coming off the bus. I need like, oh, damn, yo, he kind of big, right?
yeah. Hey, get to that one message right there, bro. You can read that one.
There's some notes. Agreed about linebacker room, but LVE means more to us than he will to anyone else. LVE will be hard pressed to get money from anyone else. So I agree. That works well for us. That actually works really well for us because I like LV. I like what he did at the end of the season. If you look at his tape in the beginning of the season when he was making tackles, he was like falling backwards, right? He was like inviting the contact into him. Towards that, he started to lay that wood again, right? Neck again. You know what I'm saying? He started to get away from like all the injuries. Started to get more comfortable, more confident, right? I think LV that's definitely a good point, Notes. He's gonna be more to us. So like I said, what I say last week, 3 years, 18 mil.
3 years, 18 mil. Yeah. 6 mil. He might trip off that, bro. He better act like he know. Yeah. My man said LVE is one of my favorites. Shout out to you. Yeah, LVE is a good player. He's a good player, but when you have a guy in what's his name, Bobby Wagner, I mean, change the game. This guy can change the culture of the team. You gotta have dogs. Like I said, I'm gonna keep stressing that. Micah Parsons is a dog. DeMarcus Lawrence is a dog. If you get a linebacker like him, Siaki Ika, you can have him at the one technique. I'm not sure if they're going to go and try to go get Daron Payne, even though that's the guy that I really, really want because the interior, I'm a trenches guy. You know what I'm saying? And that type of stuff, I say that I'm a trenches guy because I know when it get to the playoffs, the sexy picks are always cool. You know what I'm saying? The wide receiver, the flashy corner, the flashy running back and stuff like that. But when you get that trenches right in the playoffs, that's when everybody's praying that it's right because you're playing against defenses that are top notch in stopping the run. You're playing against defenses that's top notch in stopping the pass. So, I mean, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good, brother.
Hey, you know what's funny, JC? I just thought about this. Our best picks is when we pick them, and like your first reaction is like, who? Like
oh my god,
like who's that? You know what I'm saying?
The solid picks.
Like when you're talking about trenches, you usually don't know who's like the top guard. The average fan, right? You don't know who. Like I didn't know who Zach Martin was coming out, right? But I did my research on him afterwards. And I was like, okay, cool. We'll see, right? You can't you can't really judge these guys until you actually see them play, right?
And
how their talent transfers to the NFL level. But all the best guys, man, you're like, wait, who is that guy? Like Tyler Smith.
Yeah. So it's just, bro, it's so many questions that we have with the team. It's so many different avenues we can go, but we have to go here. If we're gonna go with Anthony Brown, then we got to go here too. We got to go here, bro. So let me know what you think about Jordan Lewis, because it's a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying?
All I got to say about Jordan Lewis is that if we cut him pre-June 1, that saves us $5 million against the cap. So in my mind, he's already gone.
Oh,
you have Deron Bland, and we're gonna go address the cornerback room. Jordan Lewis, he's been hurt a lot in his career. He's been hurt like
a lot.
17 games.
Yeah, they call him Hip Pocket Lewis though. Coming out of Michigan, I mean, you running that slot position. He has his flashes, but you can always get better. Cam Smith is a guy that can play in the interior. He can play slot. He can play on the outside. Coming out of South Carolina, very, very aggressive type of corner. I think he had 4 or 5 interceptions for his career, which is really, really good. Great production. But you always got to look forward and try to get better. You know what I'm saying? You cannot count on these corners.
And if we really want it like how we want it, don't we want Deron Bland in the slot?
That's what you would want. That's what you.
We got a cornerback too, right? Which I think we can. You know, we go grab 2 guys. We go grab 2 guys, and then hopefully, I really want to give. I'm the only guy on this train. It's a lonely train.
What?
The only guy who wants to give Nahshon Wright his fair chance.
Oh, Nahshon Wright.
Nahshon Wright. He's 6'4" and he runs like a deer and he hits.
Yeah, but still, I mean, if the IQ isn't there, then all that don't matter. But we'll see. He just need more time. He need more reps out there. Yeah, he's a good corner. He's one of those guys, just like Anthony Brown. He'll step up in training camp. He'll step up in mini camps and stuff like that. You know, where everybody, that's how Anthony Brown keeps his position. But when you're going up against top-notch wide receivers, that's when he's exposed. So he's going to have to step up. But I would not run away from the cornerback position. If you see talent there, maybe a Joey Porter, but he might get picked before. But I did a breakdown on him. If you guys have not seen it, check it out. It's dynamic, but had to break him down. Yeah, thank you, bro. If you can get him, that's good. 6'2", you know what I'm saying, 194 pounds, big time guy. Deontay Banks, 6'2", with Dan Quinn. That's what he likes, bro. 6'2" players, long arms, you know what I'm saying? Just like how Richard Sherman was.
And all these are Dan Quinn guys. These are Dan Quinn corners, the 6'2", the 200-pounders, right? That's like Richard Sherman-esque, right? We want in this system. Those are the corners that I like, right? I don't like these small corners, especially like if you're not twitchy like that. If you're like Darrelle Revis coming out, you know, I need my corners big, long, lanky, aggressive, right?
Yeah, big time,
right?
Big time.
Especially the zone scheme that we play in. I need my corners like coming up and hitting. I need them long. I need them when they recover in their breaks. Like they need to be able to get there, and like that length helps. Right? So I'm so right. Like remember that one interception he had against Tennessee? Like that was a physical. That was
big time.
That was a measurable interception. Like I drafted you for measurables. You're 6'4". You have like an 84-inch wingspan, and you ball because you can. Right.
That was big time. Shout out to you, Sadiqa. She said, I like J. Lou, but we would be okay if they do not resign him. Yeah, I mean, with him, he still, I think he still got like a year left on his deal. A year or 2 left on his deal.
If we cut him pre-June 1, it's like $1 million in dead money, but we save $5 million against the cap.
Yes, $5 million against the cap. So, but you have to go get corners. You have to get corners. Yeah. Man, this was good, bro. This was good. We're going Tuesdays, right? Tuesday
6:30.
Yeah, man. Lock in. I want to make sure. I want that Wi-Fi to be good. You know what I'm saying? I want,
Yeah, yeah. This is like time too, so I wasn't quite ready yet. You know, I had a
it's all good. Hey, look,
6:30, man. That's the show, man. Let's get that going, man.
Yeah, we're gonna get it going, man. You know, Cowboys Nation always show love, regardless, bro. Regardless, even if you got bad Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, we'll be back on for another one. Tuesday show, draft show. Y'all already know what it is, man. We're gonna tap in. You already know what it is. All right, y'all. Gone.